I was recovering from a stroke. I had a stroke in 2020 in August, and I was recovering from that pretty much, learning how to walk again. I eventually got on my feet and walking by December, which is when I saw Chris's story and asked him about the patches. Ended up getting the patches by January, but I was up and walking pretty much. I was recovered, except I had some really bad back pain when I would walk. I could barely walk like 5 minutes without the pain starting to come up in my lower back. And so that was a big problem. I couldn't walk around the store. I had to use the electrical chair pretty much. It was really bugging me. The doctors, they tried chiro, like we tried chiropractor. Um, sorry, what am I trying to say? What is it? With where they crack your back, pretty much. Yeah,
Yeah.
so we tried that. It wasn't working. They put me on some pain pills eventually, and I wasn't trying to stay on pain pills for the rest of my life. So when I saw Chris's story, I swiped up on it. Was excited to try it. Pretty much, yeah. But I started using the patches, and I started the patches, and day one, obviously 1, 2, and 3, I wasn't feeling really anything. I think it wasn't until like day 4 that I really did feel like the back pain it went from a pain to more of a discomfort. And then by day 5, I literally, and I don't know if it was a mixture of the meds I was on and the patch, but I'd like to blame the whole patch. That it really was like it got rid of the pain, and I could walk around the store pretty much without any without using the electrical cart. I could push a regular cart. um and that's when I realized that my man, this thing works. So I stayed on it, and it was awesome. Like I didn't want to stop taking the patches off, because I knew the minute I did, I probably feel the patches. Granted, I did miss a day or two because just forgetting to put it on, but I feel great. I think energy wise, I felt good. And then yeah, another thing was like after about 3 weeks, I started just my skin cleared up. I had bad eczema on my arm, the other side of my elbow. I don't know if you can see, there's like nothing right here. This used to be filled with eczema.
Mm.
Right now, it's pretty much just in my hands, and even my hands, it's not as bad as it's ever been before. So I definitely started seeing my skin get a lot better by week 3 or 4, for sure.
Your recovery from having a stroke, you said, what was that time frame? You said August 2020?
Yeah, the stroke happened in the beginning of August. I was in the hospital until November. So I was just in rehab trying to
Hmm.
learn how to stand up pretty much before I could learn how to walk. I started to learn how to walk by mid-November, and then they released me. I started to go to outpatient rehab to fully, like I said, I think it wasn't until December, like second week of December, that I was actually able to walk without a cane.
Hmm.
And
And
yeah,
the back pain was stemming from what exactly?
so that's what they couldn't put their finger on. They, in their heads, they thought it was just because I didn't have back pain before the stroke at all. And so they did x-rays. They couldn't, it was more so, I feel like it was more so how I was walking, because
Mm.
my stroke, the left side of my body, I had to retrain it. So pretty much what their conclusion was because my right side is doing all of the work,
Hmm.
that pain was stemming from that. And so that's what they put it out to be. And regardless, the pain was just ridiculous.
So now, like 2 months, like fast forward to now, and you're looking back, do you think the patches helped you with, you know, that whole recovery from the stroke? You know how like the inability to move certain body parts, but now do you feel the strength coming back?
Oh, for sure. The Something big to know is that I hadn't planned to return to work until August of this year. I had planned to be on disability until August. And the back pain was a big part of that. And the fact that I was able to walk around, like actually walk longer distances, um, made it to where I was able to return to work by the end of January. I'm a middle school teacher, so I really wanted to get back to work as soon as I could. I just missed the kids, but for the most part, like once I got back to work, it was slowly. I would work maybe once or twice a week, and that started to grow more and more until I could start working the whole weekend. And now I'm 100% back to work, which I never planned on being back to work until August, and so I kind of shocked my neurologist because he was kind of mad at the fact that I wanted to go back to work, but I told him I had no pain. I'm like, I'm good to go. I can stand, I can walk. Why? There's no reason for me to not go back to work, and so I did. He approved me to go back to work, and I've been working since the beginning of February. Energy is pretty much just good. I feel like I stopped my antidepressant because they had me on one while I was in rehab and through all of that. By December, I chose to stop the antidepressant. But when I picked up the patch, I don't know. I just felt energy was overall good, and even right now, it's I love it.